What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 20 squad builder. Today we're going to be building a 20,000 coin squad on Ultimate Team. This has been done on PlayStation, sorry. The prices match up pretty much the same on Xbox. At the time of purchasing the players, I think it was about 18k. They've risen ever so slightly now, so it's about 20k. And it'll probably go up a little bit more as the week goes on, but then it'll fall down again a little bit further after that. But as I said, we're not going to waste too much time talking before this squad. Obviously, if you guys want to see more squad builders in the upcoming weeks, please do leave a like on this video. Let me know that you're enjoying it. And of course, if it's your first time watching, make sure you do subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the upcoming content. So what we're going to do, real quick, playing with this squad, I unlocked a little free pack for playing 5 Div Rivals matches when I was using this squad. Opened it, as you can see on the screen now, I've got flipping Allison. Not bad for a freebie, so he's sat in the club, but he isn't the one we used. We went with Lopez in goal. Now, 5 games I played with them. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a depth kind of overview for each player and just why each one's picked. So, Lopez was our goalkeeper. Preferred foot is left-footed. He's 6'2", so he's 83 rated, which is the reason why I went for him. He's pretty cheap for an 83 rated card, and for me, just having a higher rated, pretty well balanced player, 6'2" is good enough for me. That's what you want your goalie to be. You want him to be high rated and just do the basic stuff you need him to do. There's nothing really interesting about him, but he links perfectly with our defense. Now, in order to, honestly, guys, this new menu thing is a nightmare, isn't it? I can't be the only one that thinks it. But in order to keep the price down, we had to get a bit creative with our squad. So at right back, we have Fernandez. Now, this guy, he's great. He's got high work rates. He's really well distributed stats. He's only 1,200 coins, which is dirt cheap. 82 pace, 78 dribbling, 81 defending, 79 physical, 74 passing, even 60 shot. The guy is stupidly well-rounded. He's got passing that you need. His defensive stats are really great. He's a really good key part of the team, and his high work rates mean he's involved a lot, and that allows us to bring in this guy at right back, which is Dejikia. I'm sure I got that wrong. It's probably I'm not even going to try it again because that was poor. He's got high work rates, which means he does like to walk around a little bit. But for 750 coins, to have someone who's got 82 pace, 81 physical, 78 defending, that's unbelievable. He's got 86 strength, which is great. His interceptions, standing tackle, sliding tackle are brilliant. He's rapid. His acceleration of 90 means he's dead quick off the mark, which is what you want when trying to catch players that are running past you. Now, we're going to go to the right back slot here, and 2 players filled this role for me. We have Chris Smalling. He came in when the next guy got suspended, and I just kept forgetting to switch them back. So Juan Jesus played 3 games. Smalling played 2. They switched it up between them. They're both interesting players, both dirt cheap and both work in the squad. But 800 coins for Juan Jesus. He's left-footed. He's got high defensive, low attacking work rate. So he'll sit back. He'll just marshal your defense. 74 pace, 78 physical is great. Strength of 76. It's just a solid defensive-minded player. Next up, we're going to go on to our left back, and that is Dalbert. Now, in this situation, you can actually use any Brazilian left back or any Serie A left back, I believe. So the way the team links up, it's completely fine for you to use either, any Brazilian, any Serie A. I went for one that happened to be both. I liked Dalbert, spent a lot of money on him. My fullbacks are a big part of the way the squad plays, so I wanted him to be good, and he's decent, and he's going to stay at this price for a little while. So I felt like that justified the payment. Dead quick, as you can see. Really important this year to have fullbacks that can cover you and cover your centre backs, because when through balls get through, it's impossible to catch them if your back fours are slouches. He's got good attacking positioning, crossing's all right. He's good on the ball, comfortable on the ball. 3-star skill, 3-star weak foot, and some high attacking work rates means he does get about a little bit. Now, before we get onto the midfield, I'm going to talk to you a little bit as to why I've used this formation. Now, this is the key part of this squad for me, is the 4-2-2-2, the 4-2-2-2. I have had serious success with this when compared to other formations in-game. This is the one I've found myself the most comfortable in. Now, you need to play in a particular way for it to work, which when you see the clips at the end of the episode, it should give you a better idea. I am someone that really likes to pass on this game. I like to create triangles in the midfield. This year it's important for players that the facing needs to be, the passing needs to be a bit more natural. You have to be facing the direction you want to go. You can't just be pinging it behind you and just firing passes around. It needs to be a bit more considered, a bit more concise. And this works brilliantly for it. You always seem to find like a triangle in midfield for someone to link up. You've got the defensive cover. Your attacking mids fly forward when you're creating opportunities. It's really great. And this year, the sweat pass across the goal, the one where you break the line of the defence and you play it across to a player for a tap-in, that kind of went away for a few years. It is back with a vengeance this year. So having two strikers that link up perfectly for it is amazing. We will get onto those in a sec. But first, we've got to fill our midfield out. We've got Frank Kessie as our left central defensive midfielder. Really like this guy. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. He's got high work rates. 4.1k makes him one of the more expensive players in the squad. But honestly, at that price, is completely justified. He's got no stat lower than 72. His physicals are insane. He's got 87 strength, 95 stamina. He runs and runs. Just doesn't stop running. He's great on the ball. He's good passing. He's so well-rounded, and he's really pivotal to the team. Then we have our right central defensive midfielder, and that is Zobnin. Now, this is the Russian connection we've got on this right-hand side. Really like Zobnin. He's only 400 coins. He's got 4-star skills, and again, high work rates. 1 goal scored, 2 assists. Really, from defensive mid, he was involved a lot. I really liked this card. He's got a lot of stamina, so he can constantly run. His dribbling is great, his passing is great, and he can win the ball back. He's a really hidden gem for me in this side. At 400 coins, it's an absolute no-brainer. It kind of makes me think like there's some justification in the Russian league. Like, this right-hand side was so OP. We're going to go on to the left-hand side now, though, and we will see Lucas Paqueta. Now, I wanted this guy. I've always liked him in Football Manager. He's always been a wonder kid. I wanted to try him early on in FIFA when it's finally, it's a time where he'd be relevant. He got 2 goals for me, which is great. 4-star skills he has. He's left-footed, high attacking and medium defensive work rates. Really, again, this guy, the moral of my midfield is just well-rounded. They can all kind of do it all. If you really need to, Paqueta's got 60 defending, which, is more than enough to get involved. And again, really high stamina means this team can keep running, and it's, that's a key part of how they play. Over to our right attacking mid now, and it is Gallivan. Now, Gallivan, he's not playing in the Russian league, but he is a Russian player. Obviously, plays for Monaco, had a fantastic World Cup last summer. Again, this wasn't a part of it when I selected the squad, but this is another player, high work rates. I wasn't really paying much attention to it when picking them, and they've absolutely smashed it in that regard. Gallivan, fantastic pace, really solid on the ball. Good passing, excellent dribbling. His 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot is really important. You'll be coming inside of him, using his skills a lot. He's absolutely great. And then we have our front two partnership, which really tie the squad together. We're going to start off with Smolov. Smolov was brilliant for me. 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 goal contributions in 5 games. You can't ask for much more with a 2.5k player. I did have one game where I was 2-0 up at half-time and someone rage quit. And I had another one where I was 3-1 up after 70 minutes and I had a rage quit. So, we've lost some minutes in those games, but that is what it is. This guy, though, is just brilliant. 6'2", high attacking work rates, which is great. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. The 6'2", shouldn't go under the radar. So he's got 86 pace, but he also is amazing in the air. You'll see a bunch of clips of him winning headers from crosses. But meanwhile, he's using his 4-star skills and his 76 dribbling with 75 agility, which is great for a player that big. To, be darting in and out of defences, using the dribbling, using a lot of his stats. He is fantastically well-rounded and he is a pinnacle part of the team. Without him, you miss so much of your attacking threat. He is absolutely key. And when partnered up with the guy that you're about to see in a sec, it makes him even better. But again, 79 volleys, 82 finishing, attacking position of 84. He's amazing. And I can't wait for this guy to get some informs because I will definitely be using him. I just think he's so exciting. And then he's partnered with Rafael Leao. Now, I will quickly, before we get into Rafael Leao, I will say I absolutely can't stand using this using this setup. Search. Can I search for concepts? Yeah, we can. You can also use Rebic in this position if you've got a little bit more coins. I haven't tried him out yet, but I think he might be a really exciting replacement. If we look at him, 88 pace, 80 shooting, 70 passing, 81 physical, just again, absolutely crazy stats. He would be if this goes up like 6, 7, 8k, that's who you put in that position. But Rafael, he's no slouch. 5 goals, 1 assist. He was involved in a ton. High attacking, low defensive work rates. He's 6'2", which is excellent. 4-star, 4-star. Very similar to Smolov in that he's got tons of pace. He's got great agility, loads of strength. He is, this is the dream strike partnership. You've got 2 tall, quick, agile, talented, technical strikers, and they're the full package. So if you're looking for a cheap partnership, look, we're saying this is what, 950 coins and 2,500 for 3.5k. You've got this strike partnership, which is actually fantastic. And if you want to spend 10k, you can have the same partnership, but with Rebic instead. It's really, really something special. I'm going to hit play on my clips over here that I've captured for you guys so I can talk you through it as we kind of go along. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking at these clips at the same time as you. Obviously, these have been captured before. So there's a few things to note here. I liked this clip because I started off with the goalie and moved all the way down the pitch. But I want you to kind of like note the triangles. This goal shows Smolov's great height. It's not the best shot. It's rebounded up. He's won the header. But for me, I just loved the passing triangles you could create. And then there was always an option for the easy shot. Now, there's a few goals where I'd cut in like that, but I wasn't afraid to pass the ball to a player that's open in space across the face of goal for a tap-in, because, they'll do it to you, so you should do it to them. And there's plenty of opportunities. Just lots of one-touch pass in there. Fantastic turn by Leao. And I tried to sweat it there, messed it up, tapped it into an open net. So, it still pays. But you'll see a few of these passes as well kind of like bobble up. I was trying to use the new double tap X thing, where when you double tap X, you basically do like a slightly chipped ball, which is, is a bit different. It's something I quite like. You'll also see on this clip here, see how he set himself up there? I'm going to slow it down and put it in full screen. I did the new thing where you do R1 and the right stick, and it kind of sets yourself up for the shot. So see how he rolled himself in front of him and then positioned the body to finish? It's a really interesting new thing, and worked really well with these guys because I kept finding myself in a bit of space where I could set myself up for the shot, and yeah, it was really, really effective. But yeah, these chances just kept coming and coming and coming. I'm just going to let them play in the background now whilst I talk to you guys, but it's really worth just paying attention to the fact that the passing is so important this year. Skills, if you can combine them in with your passing, don't overdo skills this year. There's like a thing, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but if you do tons of skills, they become less and less effective. So it's all about just timing your skills right. So pass to your players, pass around the thing, and then when you've got one more man to beat, that's when you activate your skill. You beat that player in the one-on-one dribbling, and then you've created the space. And once you're away, you don't really get caught this year. It's all about beating your man. Once you've beat the man and you've got yourself in the position you need to be, you can score, and you've got a chance without worrying about the defense. Once you get past the defense, it is just you v the keeper, and it's all about, placing your finish or even passing it across. Man City won the league by passing the ball across the face of the goal. There's nothing wrong with you doing it too. So this is the last clip, guys. I hope you did enjoy this squad builder. Let me know if you'd like to see more in the upcoming weeks and months. Let me know what size squad you'd like to see, and let me know some beast players I should try out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.